sentence of the ex-Navy officials has been reduced by the court in Qatar. This is a big welcome sign. The death penalty of the 8 Indian sailors in Qatar has been reduced. That's the information coming in. A statement also coming in. We have noted the verdict of the Court of the Appeal of Qatar in the case in which the sentences have been reduced. The detailed judgment is currently awaited by India. But India also informing that we are in close touch with the legal team as well as the family members to decide on the next step. My colleague Rishabh joining us on the broadcast with the details. Rishabh, this is a huge sigh of relief for people across the country. The death penalty of the 8 Indian soldiers in Qatar being reduced, but India awaiting the complete judgment.
Well, definitely. This was the 4th hearing in the Court of Appeal in Qatar where the 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel were sentenced to death in October. On October 26, the first court of justice ordered death sentence to these 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel. But then, after India got consular access to these ex-Navy personnel, the Indian embassy in Qatar went ahead with the legal options. And once the appeal was filed, there were 3 hearings that happened. Today, the 4th hearing, verdict has come out. The death sentence has been commuted to a reduced sentence, which means death sentence do not stand any further, which means the death sentence will not be executed. Further details in the case are still awaited. A detailed court order is still awaited, but definitely a huge sigh of relief for everyone in India and for the family members of these 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel. The death sentence stands cancelled. This is what we can confirm to our viewers on Times Now.
Okay, that's a huge relief that has come in. And Rishabh, like you mentioned, there are only sketchy details at this point, but this is a big step that has been taken. What is their sentencing being commuted to? That is more details on that awaited. But Rishabh, take us through the legal proceedings that were taking place and the diplomatic challenge that it was for India.
Well, definitely, it happened like in last 1 year. Since last 1 year, these 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel were in custody in Qatar. They were, charged with espionage cases for espionaging for Israel and Qatar. This is what the charges were in the espionage case. On 26 October, the first court of justice ordered death sentence, slapped these 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel with death sentence. After that, there was huge uproar. The families started reaching out to the government here as well as embassy in Doha. The External Affairs Ministry, through its embassy, applied for consular access, which was given. The first consular access was given to India on 7th of November. That's when lawyers were fixed. Indian embassy or officials, ambassador himself met these 8 ex-Indian Navy personnel in the jail, and the legal team started assisting them with a better legal